guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeannie and this is Get This Glowing, and I am so happy that you are here with us today. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit that bell because you are not going to want to miss a thing. In today's video, I've got a fun little video for you today. We are calling this our pizza party because it's Friday, and instead of having real pizza, we are doing a look. Guys, you know, at the very beginning of the year, I told you that this was the year that I really wanted to dive into some indie brands, and I believe that 2020 is the year that most people are diving into indie brands and exploring indie brands with a real zest for them. And they are really wanting to see what's out there for them. I finally did get my hands on the palette that I was very, very interested in, which is the Glamlite MeatLover's pizza slice. And I found someone who would collab with me and was interested in collabing with me who had the Veggie Lover slice. And so that is my friend Derissa Raynne, and she has a channel. Most people call her RiRi, but her channel is Derissa Raynne, aka RiRi, and I will have her linked up in the iCards as well as in the description box below. And she has a really good channel, so you may already know her. A lot of my subscribers do know her. She does some unboxings. She does some really good makeup looks. She is a big lover of indie makeup as well. She knows a lot of brands that I actually, and is brand ambassador for a lot of brands that I have never heard of. So if you are into indie makeup, you might want to go over and check her out. She does know quite a bit about indie brands. So she just did a pretty big expose on an indie brand. Rebel Rouge, I believe, is the name of the brand that she just did a feature on. So, yeah, go and check her out. She's got quite a bit of knowledge in the way of indie brand makeup. And she's very, very honest, very forthright with her reviews. If she doesn't like something, you don't have to worry about it. RiRi is going to tell you. So, and I like that about her. She cuts through the crap and she lets you know what she's thinking. So she's kind of a no-holds-barred kind of a channel. She gives you the straight up with what she's thinking. So I really appreciate that about RiRi's channel. I actually used the number 7 today, and this has been on all day. I went to work with it, and you know, it holds up very, very nicely. I have not touched up a thing. My lipstick is gone, but outside of that, you know, my highlight's still there. Everything's looking pretty good. I just thought that we would have a relax to get ready with me because after all, this is pizza party, right? So this is a just absolutely, to me, just a gorgeous palette. You know, I'm really into the warm tones. I'm really into the pinks, the purples, the plums. So this was really right up my alley. There is a lot of shimmers in this palette, and this one that's actually called, I don't really know why they called this one Bacon. This one right here. But it's just absolutely beautiful. I just thought that I would swatch some of these colors for you. It's just amazing, the shimmers. So that was Bacon, and This is called Chicken. They're a little crumbly if you press too hard like I just did. Then there's this bright pink one called Ham. They're just gorgeous. And then there's a bright shimmery red. I mean, it is fire red, and that is called Pepperoni. So those are just some amazing, amazing shimmer, glittery combos right there. And then they have some mattes. Oh, there's one more shimmer. Oh my goodness, and this is probably the prettiest one of all. It's called Salami. Oh, and it's a deep, deep wine. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is just amazing. So then they also have this one called Sausage. Just a kind of a brick brown red. So I think what I will do is go in. I'm going to use this Royal & Langnickel BOM 45 crease brush, and I'm going to go in to this shade right here called Meatballs. And I'm just going to put that right into the crease. I think this is going to make a really nice transition color. And the only Glamlite product that I have used before has been the Miracle palette, which I really, really liked that. I took that palette with me on vacation to Puerto Vallarta, and I used it there. Oh, I love this color. Oh my goodness, I could do a one and done just with this shade. This is just beautiful. And I really like the Omnia line by Royal & Langnickel, the gold ones. The BOMs. I really like this line of brushes. Is there brushes that I really don't? Yes, there is. I was going to say, is there a brush that I don't like? Yeah, Morphe. Yeah, I don't like Morphe brushes. They scratch my eyes. My eyes are really sensitive. So I was wanting to I guess I was wanting to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me lately. I have, and you know, kind of just ask, am I the only one? So, you know, I'm 50 years old. I'm almost 51. I'll be 51 my next birthday. And I have really, really been suffering. You know, I've been hit by a bus before when I was 20 by a city bus. And so I have all of these back issues. But I have been having severe migraine issues. And I just feel like, you know, that a lot of it has to do with, you know, hormone imbalance as well. And I just feel like that, you know, I have one ovary, and I just feel like that whenever that ovary starts kicking around in there during, you know, that hormonal flux monthly, that, you know, along with my back being so bad, that I get non-functional. I've had to pull back on some of my collabs. I couldn't get those done. And I was just wondering, you know, does any other females that are my age, have you noticed that too? Do you have problems with that too? Is it just me? Is this a menopausal problem? It seems like other women that I hear of have a lot of migraine problems during menopause. You know, are some of you guys having these same issues? I've been put on a new drug called Aimovig that I'm having to take for migraines. They've taken me off of my triptan drugs and trying me on a different kind of drug. I'm not sure whether I'm having an allergic reaction to that. You know, are you guys suffering from stuff like that too? Is it just me? I've just got questions. Do you have any answers? Just wondering. Okay, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Red Pepper. And you know, sometimes I just feel like that doing my makeup in my beauty room is just my refuge. You know, it just calms me. It allows me to relax. You know, I can come up here and escape, unless, you know, my migraine is too bad and then I can't deal with the lights. So, you know, I may not be able to film because the lights may be too much for me. But, you know, sometimes I can just come up here and sit, and whether I can film or not, you know, putting on makeup sometimes helps me. Sometimes I can't because my migraine is affected by this side is worse. Like my whole shoulder and brachial plexus is messed up, or the nerves that control my hand and my arm is all messed up. And so sometimes I'm not able to do anything with my hand and my arm. So, you know, I can't do anything. But sometimes doing my makeup is kind of like meditation. Oh, I love that. So yeah, I was just wondering if any of you suffer from migraines like I do, and, you know, are there any techniques that help you? I've been using a neti pot. You know, I suffer from dry eye, and so, you know, I've been using, I know, what does dry eye have to do with your nasal pad? Well, whenever I use my neti pot, some of the water will come out my eye. That sounds so weird, but it does. And so I've been using my neti pot, and I really have been enjoying my neti pot. If you want a demonstration on how to use a neti pot, I can do that for you. I've gotten quite good at it. I really, really like it. My husband bought me one when he was in Sweden on his yoga retreat. Do you guys use neti pots? Do you like them? I really, really have just fell in love with it. Oh, I love this crushed red pepper shade right here. That's what I'm using, and I love it. I love red eyeshadow anyway, and that is just, oh, it's amazing. I am really liking that shade a lot. I wonder if the Veggie Lovers Slice, I cannot wait to see RiRi's look, because I'm wanting to see how well that her green is going to do for her. Because I had such a hard time with the green in that Vintage Dawn palette. It just did not do well, and so I'm wanting to see how this Glamlite palette does with the green. I know that it will do. I know that it will do well. And now I'm going to go underneath the lash line with some of this red and just tie that all together. And a little bit of this color right here that's really deep called Sausage, just to give it a little bit of depth under there. For my outer corner, I'm going to go into this darker one called Salami. And I'm just using my BK Beauty 203. It's just like this kind of packing brush. It looks like this. It's pretty flat and pretty thin. So, you know, it's made for packing. And then I'm gonna start just getting a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna go into this one, which is called Pepperoni. And I'm gonna carry that right over to just the iris, the pupil area of my eye, and up to the crease. And then I am going to go into this shade Bacon that's kind of a duochrome shade. I'm flipping my brush over, and that's just going to give some light to that inner corner. And then I'm going to marry those two of those shades together. And then I'm just going to repeat on the other side because that's what I've got so far. I just need to buy some more of these from ColourPop. I love their BFF cream gel liners, and this is in the shade Best. And it is one of the prettiest colors ever. It is just this shade that it's just a plum. That's all I can think of to call it. But it's this color right here. It's just beautiful. And so I am going to go in and I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. I like this look. I am going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Base. This is a dupe for the Dior show. That's the primer. I like my L'Oreal better. So yeah, I will probably be cutting back on the number of collabs that I do on my channel. Just because of my migraine issue, I just don't feel like that I can commit. To a time schedule other than the quick short giveaways that I do with my dynamic duo partner Gus. I can do those because that does not take a lot of time to film. But you know, doing collabs with other people, I'm probably going to have to cut way back on that just because I feel like I can't commit to things because of my migraines. So I'm finishing up my month of February, and then as far as having collabs on my channel, you're probably going to see way less of that. I'll have my Makeup Through the Decade series with Queenie continue, and I'll have my once a month with Robin's Beauty Over 50 continue, but outside of that, I'm probably not going to be having collabs, but every once in a while on my channel because I just can't keep up with the schedule. I will probably just be doing most stuff on my channel on my own outside of what I do with Jess. Just because I've been having a lot of health issues until they figure it out, which they've, you know, started me on some new meds. I go back to the doctor in March. So hopefully, you know, they figure this out for me. Okay, and then whenever I mess up with my like I got some mascara right here on my inner corner, I just take my spoolie after it's dried and I just whisk it away with that. Okay, I'm going to put some setting mist on that. But I do want to put a highlight, and I'm going to use this, I'm just into this right now. It's the Magic Star highlighter from the holiday collection from Charlotte Tilbury. I probably, you know, sometimes I think, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't be using that because, you know, it's limited edition, you know, maybe I should like save that, but I bought it to use, so maybe I should be using it, because she'll come out with something else at Christmas time in 2020, and knowing me, I'll buy that. So I should make a dent in this one. It's just so gorgeous. I'm just having a ball with this one. It's so beautiful. I just love it. I just love it. I can't help it. And, you know I shouldn't put it on the end of my nose, but I do. I can't help myself. I just do. Whether I should or whether I shouldn't, I put it on the end of my nose because I love it. I love it on the end of my nose. I can't help myself. It's so good. I love the way that that looks. I love it. I love highlighter. If there was a big bathtub full of this loose, I'd go jump in it because I think it's that gorgeous. So yeah. So let me know what you think about this palette. I really like it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful palette. I cannot wait to see what RiRi comes up with her veggie slice of pizza. I think it's a cute idea. I have not been into the whole food palette thing. I just am not. So I can just barely deal with I can just barely deal with the slices of pizza, because they're at least small enough that you can sort of deal with them. But they've come out with, you know, this cake palette. They have the whole burger palette, and, you know, which kind of surprises me because I am a pretty big, bulky, bougie packaging kind of girl. I like big, bulky packaging, but there's just something about their whole pizza palette that I'm not into. I'm not into the whole food themed palettes. Let me know what you think about that. I don't care for it. I like the Glamlite formula. That's what really is bad about it, is that I like the Glamlite formula. I think that this actually, I think it blended out really nice. I think their shimmers are really, really nice. Yeah, the look ended up coming together really easy. I think that their formulas is really one, I mean, it's really nice. It's one of the best on the market, I think. I would be very, very into picking up more of their products if it weren't for the if it weren't for the food theme. I just cannot get over it. So I hope that Glamlite comes up with and comes out with some more of their, I really hope that Glamlite comes out with more palettes that are just regular palettes. You know, just, they have a name, their shades have a name, and it has, you know, maybe nothing to do with food. That would be really awesome to me. I would love to see some of that. Let me know what you're thinking. I would love to hear from you. Are you into the food thing? I'm just not. But, you know, that don't mean you don't have to be. don't forget to go over and check out RiRi's look and give her a like. Subscribe to her channel if you are not already a subscriber of hers. Subscribe to her channel and share her video and give her some love. I think that she is really close to her 1K. So share her video out. Let's get her there. And I look so forward to seeing you again in my next video. And if you are here on my channel from RiRi's channel, hi, my name is Jeannie, and we do a lot of just fun things. I am just a goofball, if you can't tell that already. So yeah, I do a lot of giveaways on my channel. I love doing stuff like that. I have a dynamic duo giveaway partner, Just Gus, and we give away a lot of stuff on my channel. She'll give away the same thing on her channel. I'll give away the same thing on my channel. So we call it a dynamic duo giveaway because we offer you 2 chances to win doing that. I do unboxings, I do makeup reviews, get ready with me's, you know, what's in my collection, all kinds of stuff like that. Just normal beauty channel stuff. So yeah, if you're here from RiRi's channel, it is so nice to have you here on my channel. I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and become part of the family over here as well. I look so forward to seeing you in my next video. Mwah. Smooches, everybody. Bye-bye.